Okay, another video because I wanted to do a lot of talking today. And this is a very different video from my previous one than content. A little bit. Anyways, whatever. So I'm just going to get started. So, why is it that when you... I don't know, like, why is it when you go to a doctor? I haven't been to a doctor for a while. For those of you who don't know, I had another channel, and I believe I talked about this a little bit on that. Of course, a lot of the videos on that's private, due to circumstances. Anyways, whatever. Make sure this is on. Yeah, okay. So, a while back, I had a blood clot in my brain, the center of my brain, supposedly, around about. And a lot of things happened around that time. And so I went to the doctor, had a lot of head pains and whatnot. Anyway, so I had a blood clot. I was pretty much feel like I was dying. I had such a horrible headache. I should probably do a video on the whole process. I'm just thinking if I should stop this and do another video. Anyways, I'll do another video after this, but I just want to get this out there. So I had this blood clot in my brain, had this spiritual stuff happen for me a lot around this time. I had I nearly white tunneled out, a near-death experience, really great. Woke up, went to work, had a huge headache. I'm summarizing, I'll go into better detail. Had this huge headache, I thought I was pretty much gonna die, right? You know, I was taken to hospital, and they put some dye on my brain, they did some scans, and they said I had blood clot, and they went in, or they didn't go in, I'm sorry. Well, they put dye in my brain, so I don't know. So, basically, they gave me blood thinners the whole time. And like I said, I had some CAT scans. And anyways, so long story kind of short, I had to get blood work done because of this, because, you know, whatever, blood clots, so clotting, whatever. But anyways, so I was at the doctor's, I was waiting, and it was an office for a while, and then these two doctors came in, and then they're like, well, what did they say? This is a long time ago. And they were saying that you've been quite the topic at Stanford, and something about you have a mutation in your blood. Yeah, you're quite the topic. And like they were making it sound like it was kind of a big deal. Because, oh yeah, you're like the topic in a meeting in Stanford and all this stuff. And then nothing. Like, the next time I go to get my blood done, I'm thinking they're going to tell me about this, because, like, it sounded like a big deal. And, like, nothing. And so, if that's the case, why aren't there isn't there, like, full medical disclosure of, like, what people find? Because, like, I don't know if they're just messing with us, you know? But, like, why would you say that to someone and then, like, not, oh, there's a blood mutation, and it's a topic at a meeting at Stanford, but like no other, like they didn't get back to me on that. I don't think that's something you'd want to get back to somebody on. So afterwards, it was like like when I got out of the hospital, it was a euphoric time. I could feel different parts of my brain. I still now can too, from time to time. Depending, sometimes it's just a vibrating kind of feeling in different parts of your brain. At that point, that's when it felt really good though. Sometimes now, these days, it can be different. It can feel good, it can be kind of like a sharp feeling. But anyway, so there was like this, again, after I got out of the hospital, it was a nice euphoric time. It lasted about a week or so. And I can get more into detail about that. But anyways, I'm just wondering why there isn't more disclosure. And that was, I was going through the VA at the time. But how come, like, they didn't tell me? If any part of my biological material is being used or being studied, why can't I be told like what 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 it is? I mean, is there a way? Does anybody know? Is there a way to get like? I know there's like you can get copies of the VA record to go online, but it didn't say anything about that. Because I looked and I'm like, okay, well, what was this big deal? If this was such a big deal that you felt you had to tell me that they had a meeting about my blood at Stanford, but then you don't tell me anything, it's not in my records. Like, anyways. I mean, I don't know. It was just something that kind of got me, and I've been thinking about that off and on, right? I mean, I just thought that was weird. Because, I mean, I think we have a right to know, like, our like, anything that we have that's ours, that's, like, they're taking samples, and then, like, they're discussing our samples with people, and who knows what, and then, like, we don't get to know about it. So I thought that was interesting. If anything's happened to anybody, you know, that's watching, how you can get these records. Is there a way to actually, like, I mean, and is it just too late? Like, I mean, this was years ago. This was like 2000 and, oh God, 2006-ish to 8-ish. I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. So I don't even really know around about what time, but it's like, don't I have access to my own information? But anyway, that's just a side rant. That's why I did a separate video for that. So if you know anything about that, let me know. Also, let me know if you've, like, any of the sensations in your brain that I talked about. And again, I'll go into clearer detail in another video. But anyways, yeah, I think there should be more transparency when it comes to, like, your actual information when you go to the doctor or any other thing like that. But anyways, that's all I really had to say. I'm gonna go ahead and work on some stuff that I'm doing. And again, a lot of this stuff's gonna be in other videos. Tying up some loose ends, finishing up some projects, and doing some things that I'm not really gonna talk about too much right now. And, you know. So anyways, till next time, just, you know, find your power, stay in your power, stay balanced, like I mentioned in the last video, stay balanced, stay focused, and, yeah, till next time.